All right, guys, welcome to episode 90, the big 90 of the
90.
Neverland podcast, man. We back at it. Episode 90. We ain't got shit to
Yo,
talk about as usual,
we
but
never got shit to talk about.
we'll definitely talk about
We
something
never
good.
got shit to talk about. We'll go in some rabbit hole somewhere. It'll
Exactly.
be that's what we call Neverland, right? You fall into a rabbit hole. Isn't that the whole shit?
Straight up. Big
Oh no,
time.
that's Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. I just agree with you. I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but okay.
Yeah, that's some Alice in Wonderland. Doesn't she fall into a hole, right? Isn't the whole point of the whole thing?
Is that it?
Yeah, she falls into some rabbit hole. I'm like
A
99%
rabbit
sure.
hole? Yo. Dude, they were
Yeah.
100% like off. Like they just
Yo,
dropped
they're on some shit.
crazy.
When they came up with that,
like
that was literally the craziest issue. Who thinks of that? You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
because dude, a fucking Tin Man. Like what?
yeah, legit. A
Tin
Tin
Man, a
Man,
lion with a
and then
heart.
there's a caterpillar who's
Yeah,
doing
dude.
like shisha,
Wicked
dude.
Witch
Like
of the
fucking
West, dude.
hookah.
Wicked
That
Witch.
freaking caterpillar is doing hookah. Like, who thought of that?
Yeah, dude. Legit. Like I remember even as a kid watching it, I was like, yo,
Yo,
nah, this shit's weird. I
it
was
didn't
like,
make
yo,
any sense, dude. And then there's
this is
that weird
weird.
like scarecrow motherfucker. Like
Yeah,
that, how that
facts.
scarecrow come to life real quick. That's
Facts.
so
And
weird.
then isn't there there was like a random like chess scene also, right?
Yeah, it's some
Was that
dude. It's
what
some
was that?
crazy ish in there, dude.
Oh no, Harry Potter had that too. Harry
Yeah.
Potter had that like random ass
No,
chess.
dude. I realized we just mixed fucking Wizard of Oz and fucking Alice in Wonderland.
Oh
That's what we
yeah,
just
nah,
fucking did
that's
right
what we
now. We're
did.
so
We
stupid.
100% did that. We
We're
100
so
we 1000%
No,
did
Alice
that.
in Wonderland had those cards, remember? Like the card soldiers
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
And then there was also the Mad Hatter. The Mad Hatter was in that shit.
yeah. True,
Remember they're
true.
like all at the tea table or some shit.
Yeah, yeah, nah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was they're having a tea party and then she pulls up.
yeah. Facts. What Alice in Wonderland was like? Did she get lost? That's what it was, right?
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's what I was saying. I think
Yeah,
she
she got
falls
lost.
into a hole and
Yeah,
just ends up
facts,
in Wonderland.
facts. Yo,
I think
nah.
the reality is she did some type of like fucking LSD or some shit.
Yeah,
You know what
she
I'm saying?
dropped some
Like,
acid and just
yeah,
fell
and
into a hole.
she was just gone, dude. That's where you go when you take that ish.
True, true. Dude, we should become Joe Rogan and do like fucking DMT, dude. Dude,
Oh hell
the
no,
toad.
dude. Hell no.
The toad.
That seems
Dude,
crazy to me.
I was watching fucking Mike Tyson's goofy ass on what podcast was it? Fuck.
Oh, on Logan Paul's.
Yeah, yeah, on that
On
one.
Logan Paul's.
On that
I just saw that clip on TikTok.
yeah.
That was crazy.
He just fucking took a half of mushroom, just down. I was like, yo.
Dude, and then literally after that, he's like, yeah, nothing will happen. I used to take like 5 times as much or
Yeah.
some shit. I
No,
was like,
he's
what the
like
fuck?
he's like, I used to take a whole bag of this. I was like,
Yeah,
bro, this guy's nuts.
that man's
And then he was just like
crazy.
smoking too. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
this guy's
he
crazy.
literally did not care, dude. That
Yeah,
shows you how crazy that dude is. Like,
yeah.
I think he probably hasn't done that shit in so long, but he was just like, nah, fuck it. Like, I can take this shit. This shit's nothing. Like,
Dude, no, yeah, because he was talking about
yeah,
on his podcast on Hotbox, and he was talking about
yeah,
oh no, I think it was a clip I saw. It was like after he did the toad. He came
yeah.
on after he did it. And like they were like, yo, you just look so calm right now. You look so chilled out. Like and then he's like, yeah, dude, I just saw a whole nother side to life or some shit.
Yo,
So,
that's
Mike Tyson,
crazy.
Mike
That
Tyson,
man's insane, dude. That man's
yeah,
literally insane.
dude. Because I think he said himself, he's like, yo, I'm an extremist, so it's like
Yeah, he's
everything I do has to be
everything he does is
crazy.
like the max. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy, dude.
yeah, dude. Yeah, so it's like
I
if
don't
he's
feel
high, he has to be high off like DMT. Like it has to be like the craziest shit. And if he's
dude.
chilling, he has to chill hard.
Dude, what's crazy about DMT is like people have like weird ass like different experiences with it.
Yeah,
Do you see that Vsauce did like a whole thing on ayahuasca
yeah.
and shit?
You
I
know,
haven't watched the whole thing,
same. I haven't
but
watched it either.
I just watched him talking about it on I think H3 was they had like a podcast with him. And I
Mm,
just saw him on there, him talking about that ish. And he was just talking about how like crazy of an experience it was. And then obviously Joe Rogan, I've heard Joe Rogan talk about it all the time. That man,
This goofy
any
ass.
chance he gets, he'll
Dude,
talk about
legit,
that shit.
legit. Dude, he was
And
talking
then
to a
yeah,
ex-fighter. I forget his name. It was an MMA episode, and then he just brought up like, "Oh yeah, I did the Toad once or something." And Jordan was,
yeah.
"Oh, so DMT. So have you heard this about DMT?" I was it just like it was all a DMT clip then. I was like, "Yo, this guy's
Yo.
crazy. This guy's
And then
crazy."
I heard Tim Ferriss talk about it like way back. I
Yeah.
heard Tim Ferriss talk about it before Joe Rogan, I think. But
Mm.
Joe Rogan was probably already talking about it at that point. But I just heard him talking about it, and he was just like, yeah, like the first time I took ayahuasca, like it was not a good experience. Like I almost had a seizure or some shit. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, why'd you take it again then? What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, like would you take something again like after you had like almost like a fucking seizure or
Bro,
some shit?
dude, that's crazy. I think like
Tell me. Like
I
would
don't
you do
know.
that?
I don't know, like if it was like an actual physical seizure, then hell no. But if it was like I felt like I was having a seizure, but actually
Yeah.
nothing was happening, then
Yeah,
okay,
no,
yeah,
he
whatever.
felt like he was having like a seizure. Like he it wasn't a
Yeah,
good like so there's like two experiences people feel like people feel that like they're like they have like astral projection or whatever, right? And like they do
yeah.
all like they're like out of body experiences, what they call
Mhm,
it, right?
mhm. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you either have that or you like fucking get fucked up, like your mind goes like gets
Yeah.
effed up, right?
No, see,
So
100%, I would if I ever did that shit, I would do it with someone who was sober. Like, I wouldn't do it
yeah,
with,
yeah,
like,
facts.
someone else who's
Well,
getting,
yeah,
like
no, you have to go to like so like how you even take you have to go to like fucking South America and like take that shit.
yeah, yeah. Because
Like
even,
and you have to like get like
yeah.
blessed or some ish
No,
and
yeah, you're right. Because even Mike
yeah,
Tyson
some
on that clip, I
yeah,
remember they were like I don't know if, like, the dude just brought it there,
yeah.
but it was basically, like, someone's there and, like, making sure you're straight, like, you don't go
Mhm.
fucking psychotic. So, like,
Exactly.
that's
So
what I'm
like
saying, like, if I, like, actually fucking, like if I'm, like, cheating death by doing it, then yeah, no, fuck that. But, like, if I'm
yeah.
good and I just feel like it, then it's probably like, "Oh, it's just a bad trip." Fuck it, it
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know if I risk that ish, dude. That seems pretty crazy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So DMT, would you ever do that?
No,
Like,
I don't think so.
if
No,
in, like, say in,
that ish
like
is too crazy, dude.
say in, like, 20 years, right? You're, like, married, everything's straight, you're
Dude,
good.
if
Would you do
in
it?
20 years, if more people have done it, like, dude, it's like not even close to like mainstream. I want like
Yeah,
more normal people to fucking take that shit
true.
and
Would you
see
do
what happens with
mushrooms?
them. Hell no, dude. I
That's
don't think
like
so.
dude, apparently that's legal in, Oregon now.
And Oakland, yeah. So
Yeah.
so you can't purchase in Oakland, but you can possess. Possession's
Oh, okay,
legal.
okay. But would you do that shit? If
No,
there's, like,
hell
a
no,
mushroom
hell no,
dispensary?
dude. That's just too crazy, dude. That's just too crazy for me, dude.
True. Just wild out.
Yeah, no. If if that I yeah, if that DMT slash ayahuasca shit becomes like normal
Yeah.
and like millions of people have done it and then nothing
Yeah.
happens to them, I'm down to I'm down to take it. But dude,
Yeah.
I literally the only like references I have are these random famous people that have taken it.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's such a small sample. That's like 9 people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
facts, no, facts.
Like, yo, who knows what'll
Legit,
happen? You know what I'm saying? If you take
yeah,
this
cause
where
like,
it's not regulated or anything, like
yeah.
there's nothing around it. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying? So it's
like,
like
the
very
fact that,
shady.
like, you have to go to Mexico to take it or, like,
Yeah,
Colombia
exactly.
or some shit, yeah, no.
Yeah. So
Like,
no, it's like
yeah,
I'm not gonna trust my life into those hands, you know what I'm saying? So
facts, facts. Yeah, no, cause yeah, Mike Tyson was talking about, like, how there's the toad, there's also there's, like, snake, like, it's just snake venom that you, like, go crazy off of. Cause the toad
oh
is
my
that's
god.
technically that's, toad venom, right? That's what it is?
For which thing? For DMT?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like, you know how he always talks about the toad?
I never looked at where the frick it comes from. I'm actually
That's what he
curious.
was saying, it's like it's basically like toad venom.
DMT toad. I just looked it up. So, oh yeah, it is. So there another way you can get it is so you can one single 50 mg vaporized dose derived from a dried venom secreted by the Buffa alvarez toad. So that's
Yeah,
another way to get it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So there's two ways. You can either get it from a plant or you can get it from this freaking toad venom. Some
Yeah.
weird ass shit.
Yeah, dude. So he's basically saying that like they found out about it because like they would see an animal try to like kill either like a snake or a toad or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the animal would appear just knocked out cold, right? So they were like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit." Like he probably like got poisoned and he's dead or whatever. But then when they'll go up, like you would feel that like it's actually alive.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay,
completely
okay.
fine. And then like
It's just
after
gone. Yeah.
yeah, and then like after like an hour, they would say that the animal
Hmm.
would just get up and just sprint, like just dash real quick.
Yeah.
And so then like
Oh,
Indians were like, "Oh,
interesting.
bet, let's see what happens." And so yeah, I guess they
Yeah.
smoked it or whatever. We're like, "Oh, yo,
Yo, what the fuck?
we're
That's some
finding
weird
out
ass shit,
shit
dude.
about ourselves." Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I
So
feel like
yeah. So
that's legit how most of this shit came. Cause like even like something like marijuana, right? They were probably they put like a random wolf or something, probably munched down on that shit and was just dazed.
yeah, either that or they threw that like fucking leaves in like a fire.
Yeah, and just
And then
like
they're like,
inhaled
yo,
it.
what's going on with me? Like, I'm like fucking weird, like, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's because they just straight up burned it right there.
yeah,
So maybe that happened too.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that shit's. I wonder, like the first guy who ever got high. That shit, I don't even know how you would explain that to people. You would be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
so this plant got it just burned, and now I went crazy." Like, how do you explain that? How do you explain being high to someone who hasn't been high? Like, that's crazy.
Dude, you explain it by telling them, hey, take this. It's
Take
pretty
this.
good.
Yo, just
And
bring
then
just
yeah, and
breathe.
then basically then everyone knows by just experience.
You just have a whole ass tribe of just potheads. Like, that's what it is.
Yo,
Yo,
legit.
that's crazy. Yo, nah, but even I remember watching this video. I don't know if I finished it all the way, but it was basically like, why do humans enjoy being high? But like
Yeah.
I saw like a bit of it, but then the dude who was doing it was like kind of boring. So I was like, yo, this shit.
Oh, that's freaking
It is
stupid.
what it is. Yeah, but it was like basically something like there's something in your brain that is like that like it releases serotonin basically.
Yeah, it's like some
That's the
serotonin, dopamine shit.
yeah.
Dude, I still don't know like which one actually makes you happy. So like sometimes people are like, yo, it's a serotonin thing that makes you
Yeah.
happy, or is it dopamine? I don't know
I
which
have
one.
no idea.
Dude,
I
both
have
of them
no
are
idea.
the freaking same thing to me. I don't
Yeah,
even know.
legit,
So
legit. I have no idea. I have no idea. That's actually
so
yeah, I have
if
no idea the
some
difference
ish
between
like that.
serotonin and dopamine.
Yeah, so I don't know, dude. I'm not some freaking chemist, dude. So I have no clue.
Serotonin versus dopamine. Okay, so dopamine regulates mood and muscle movement. Serotonin helps regulate mood, body temperature, and appetite. So, unlike dopamine, the body stores the majority of serotonin in the gut, and dopamine's in your brain. So, I think that's the basic difference. Dopamine goes straight to your brain, and serotonin goes to
Yeah.
your body. So,
Oh, so serotonin is like a body
yeah,
feeling, like a
yeah,
good body feeling, and then dopamine's like a good mental
yeah,
feeling. Okay,
yeah.
interesting. Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, so serotonin is called the happiness hormone. Dopamine is the feel good hormone.
What the fuck's the difference?
So, so
Those sound like the same
I
thing.
guess no.
If you're
So
happy, don't you feel good? And if you feel good, aren't
yeah,
you
I
happy?
mean they're 100% probably related. Um, well, yeah, they are fucking related. Let's see. Let's see. What chemicals make you happy? Okay, so serotonin is a mood stabilizer, well-being, and happiness. Dopamine is pleasure, motivational role in brain's reward system. Oxytocin is bonding, love, and trust. Endorphins, pain.
Oxycontin? What?
Oxytocin, dude. So goofy.
Oxycontin. Fucking future.
The original happy hormone, aka serotonin. Hey guys, yeah. So episode 90, we decided to do a little druggy. Or no, this
Yo,
is
wait,
druggy.
yeah,
This
I
is
realize.
chemical.
Yeah, it's chemical. We're just talking about shit, dude. We're just
Yeah, we're
talking
just
about
talking
shit.
about shit. This is a perfect thing. Oh yeah, so it's essential for mood, digestion, sleep, brain function, circadian rhythm.
Thanks, dude. That was so educational. That fucking changed my life.
So I think
So
yeah,
sick.
so I think serotonin is basically just your body, and the other one,
Okay.
dopamine, is your brain.
Yeah, I still don't think that cleared up anything real quick. I'm still fucking
So it's
confused.
like
What does what?
is a lot of it's like so I guess from what I'm reading, it's like it relates to like your memories and like what you're attentive towards. So like if I enjoy recording right now,
Yeah.
that's like my dopamine being like, hey, I'm getting dopamine just by recording.
Okay.
And it's like so like memories also like so if you think of like if whenever we talk about like high school or some shit, you just
Yeah.
remember the good times. That's like your dopamine. That gives
So
you
reminiscing
yeah,
is like a dopamine hit.
exactly. Whereas serotonin is like, hey, I'm about to go ball. That shit's like that's fun. Like I'm
So
hyped
that's
to
like
go play
hype.
basketball.
That's like hype.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
serotonin's like hype.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So that's
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that's the
Okay. Okay.
easiest way of putting it. Serotonin's like
I
hype.
that makes more sense. So it's
Yeah,
like you're hyped, like you're amped.
exactly.
So you're
Exactly.
amped up. That's like a serotonin boost versus just chilling and like remembering or like enjoying.
Just
That's
enjoying the
dopamine.
moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's more
Okay, okay,
dopamine.
cool. Okay, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah,
That's actually legit. That
yeah,
was actually more legit. All right.
yeah. Exactly. We got it. We got there eventually. We got there eventually. But
That
yeah,
makes
no.
sense.
I think yeah. I don't even know what the F we're talking about now.
Dude, I
Like,
forgot what we're talking about. I have no
yeah,
clue.
dude.
I literally don't remember now. Uh oh no no yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're like why people like being lit.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
That makes sense, dude. It just hits your receptors, dude. It's the
Yeah.
same thing as fucking how what TikTok does to you. Why are you stuck
Yeah.
on TikTok for an
Legit.
hour?
Legit.
Because you just keep getting that hit. You're like, yo, this is lit.
Yeah.
It's basically a drug. It's basically
Yeah,
taking
yeah, no,
drugs.
100%.
Everyone's taking
Social media is a
drugs to
drug.
some degree.
Yeah, social media
Yeah,
is a drug real quick.
yeah,
Real
legit.
effing
It
quick.
legit is. It's like not even a joke. It like
Mhm.
actually is.
Yeah,
It's like
no,
it's actually like hacks your brain.
100%. Dude, that's why like even like if you upload some shit,
Yeah,
that's like you're just amped to be like, hey, I'm about to get views on this shit. People are gonna like it. They're gonna comment, whatever the F. That's like
yeah.
daily you have that.
No, dude,
That's legit a
it's
drug.
literally like so when you think about it from this perspective, like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, like their job is literally to make you stay on there longer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah, facts.
So they're specifically doing shit that hacks your brain into like receiving this like stimulus, right? So it's like
Mhm.
if you're constantly receiving the stimulus, you want to get more of it, right? So then your brain's like, yo, wait, I'm missing this stimulus right now,
Mhm.
right? And
Mhm.
then now you like freaking want that, you know? So it's crazy. Like the more you think about it, like they're just trying to like freaking actually get inside of your brain, you know, and want
Yeah.
you to crave social media, dude. Like they
Yeah.
literally want you to crave it, like how you crave food.
No, 100% because
Crazy.
it's like, dude,
Yeah.
even think about like J. Cole was talking about this on Angie Martinez. He was talking about how like social media, like if I'm like if I'm like just chilling at on the elevator or some shit,
Yeah.
most of the time I'm gonna just pull my phone out, just see what's on Twitter, what's
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram, like just scroll just to kill that time rather
Legit.
than be like, hey, let me just enjoy this moment right now.
Yeah.
That's what like
Instead
he
of
was
like
talking
so
about like,
sometimes even like imagine you're in a waiting room for 15 minutes.
yeah, dude, you're some
Don't you easily want to just pull out your phone and just check?
exactly,
Right?
exactly.
It's like you got nothing to check on, but you're just gonna check
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. Like
saying?
you're just gonna
Like,
refresh your Twitter.
isn't that a crazy feeling? Like, why? Why
Yeah,
are you doing that? You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
What's the reasoning behind like why am I conditioned to do this so much?
Yeah,
Versus
legit.
being like, like in your waiting room, like let me just chill, like let's just think about like being my thoughts. I think a lot of the time people are like worried about sitting in their thoughts or some shit, you know?
Yeah, true. That I
Because
mean, that could be it. But like, dude, even think about like, hey, in the morning when I'm like making coffee or whatever. Well, I
yeah,
have to wait. I'll just pull out my phone, just see what's on there.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Even if it's like a freaking sometimes I'm never off a device, right? So like
Yeah.
sometimes like I'll like so I'll go off my laptop here and then I'll go off my phone and then go out into the kitchen, grab something to
Mhm.
eat, and then come back and then just go directly like
Yeah.
so I that whole interaction I never got off a device. Like
Yeah,
I just
no,
stayed on a
facts,
device the whole
facts,
time. You know
facts.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, like, legit, I think, I wanna say 90% of my day is front of a screen.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Legit.
like, either my iPad, my phone, or my computer. Like, I'm on something,
Yeah.
just, like,
Which is
like
crazy.
yeah,
Even dude, even when I was going walking, I would right now it's impossible to walk if you guys know in
yeah,
Chicago. We're like in a
fucking
freaking
dying.
blizzard storm
Yeah.
and we're all gonna die. So
Legit.
those Texans, get the F out of here with your 1 inch of snow. Get
Yeah,
the
dude,
F
fucking
out of here. We got
Texans.
like 10
Dude, they're
inches
shutting
coming
down with,
today.
like, 26 degrees.
Yeah.
It's fucking, like,
So stupid.
negative, like, 20
So
here.
stupid. But
So goofy. So fucking goofy. Yeah, fuck
but
Texas.
basically besides that, even when I was walking, like what I do is oh shit. Even when I was walking, what I do was like I would listen to an audiobook. So
Yeah.
still even in that even though I'm not looking at anything, I'm still getting like some kind of freaking electronic stimulus in my
Yeah,
head.
facts,
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
I'm not just walking outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm still listening to some shit. Some
legit,
shit's getting input into my head. You know what I'm saying?
legit,
Which is
legit.
crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, that's actually it's nuts. It's actually nuts. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like, I could say even today, like, I don't think I've really been off a device this whole day probably. Like,
No.
maybe,
Yeah.
like, randomly when I went upstairs to get, like, water or go to the bathroom or something. That's probably the only time I haven't been on a device. Other than that,
Dude, we're hooked in at this point, dude.
yeah, dude, it's actually terrible.
We're
It's
basically
actually
wired in.
terrible.
Dude, I want I was telling some people this the other day. I was like, yo, I want freaking electronics built into my head already. Like I think
Dude,
we
you
talked
want
about this
that
on the live,
neuralink?
right?
You want that
Yeah, dude.
neuralink?
I don't want the first gen. I don't trust that shit off the first
Yeah,
gen. I never trust the first gen. Never trust the
yeah,
first gen.
facts.
That should always be a rule. But second gen, yeah, I'm down to fucking implant that shit in my head. Let's do it.
Dang,
Let's do that
yo.
shit, dude.
I see, cause like, part of me is like, "Yo, that would actually make life so much easier. Cause it's
Yeah,
like, you
legit.
already know shit, you don't have to Google, right?
Dude, imagine you just think something, right? You're
Yeah,
like, yo, how does this work? And literally in that moment, when you ask that question, that shit searches it for you and
dang,
then throws
yeah,
it at your brain. And then
legit,
so now your brain already knows it now.
legit. No,
Like,
legit,
dude, imagine that. Dude, imagine that process. You literally thought a question, that device realizes you asked a
yeah.
question, goes to Google, searches it, and then like Siri, like reads it to you, like inside of your brain though. Like
Now
you
see,
don't
that
even
that's
hear it. It's like
fucked.
in your brain.
Yeah, no, that's
It's in
fucked.
your
I
brain,
would
dude. Think about that,
That's
dude.
so
That'd be
weird.
crazy, right?
See, the only thing I wish there's just an off feature, because sometimes I feel like I would just want it to turn it off. Like, I don't need it all the time. Like, sometimes I just want to think of some shit and just not know the answer.
Dude,
Like,
I'm sure you could have like specific like tasks like to turn on and turn off, right? So you could turn
yeah,
off that feature. But imagine you had
yeah.
that feature on, right? Literally every time you had a question, it would
Mhm.
go find that and answer it for you. Dude,
Dude, yeah,
that'd be
that'd be
crazy.
s
That
dude,
would
like,
literally
think
be
about, like,
insane.
the whole time I spent just looking at what's the difference between serotonin and dopamine, and it
Yeah,
literally
no, it would have
told you.
just told you by now.
It was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, serotonin's hype, dopamine's like, you pay attention, whatever the fuck."
Yeah, and
Like,
then you could also have like a feature like whenever I ask a question, explain it to me like I'm a fifth grader or some shit like that.
yeah,
That'd be a feature, right? Or
yeah,
maybe that's an
exactly.
app you have, right?
Or
Within
dude,
your
what if
brain
it
or some shit.
adapts to, like, how you talk? So it's like a
hmm Or it reads it to
respond,
you in your own voice
yeah, like,
in your head. So
respond
it
the way,
acts
like,
like
I
your
know.
thoughts.
Yeah.
It acts like your thought.
Yo, that'd be fucked though. I would hate that, yo, that's fucked. Dude, yeah,
Dude,
I don't
that's
know
where
if I
it's
would want
going though. That's where it's going. So
yeah.
next, so
No,
basically
that is
there's two
facts though.
steps I think in like human like technological evolution coming, right? So I think the next step, right, is Apple Glass, right? Like
Yeah.
glasses on your face, AR, right? So
Mhm.
everything's gonna be augmented, right? So you go to work, you're not actually at work, like they just put a freaking desk in front of you through your augmented reality and you're just working at an augmented reality desk,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
like that level shit, right? So I think that's next. And then the step beyond that is like they just fucking implant you in your brain now like literally they don't need to put anything in front of your eye. Your eye like literally sees like some shit there, like in front of you.
Yeah.
So it's augmented reality, but through your brain, right?
Legit.
And I think
Yeah.
that's the next level. And then obviously, like along with that, I think it'll be like a VR, AR thing, right? So you're gonna have VR in like the real world directly in your brain, and then you've seen the freaking Black Mirror episode with that game. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah.
So instead, it would already be in your brain, and you can just turn it on, right?
Legit.
So you can like just turn it on, and then just go into VR whenever you want.
You know, legit, like, dude, I don't know. Dude, that shit's
That's
so weird.
crazy, dude.
That shit's so weird. Dude, also think about, like, in terms of school, what if they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you're taking this test, we're gonna put a block on your brain. Like, you can't access certain
Like what if
information."
they just put like a Faraday cage or some shit in
Yeah,
the
dude, like,
room,
that's
right?
fucked.
Like
I
the
think at
room's
that
just a
point
Faraday. It's like a so you know
yeah.
how like a microwave's in a Faraday cage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like it
Yeah.
contains all the microwaves. So
Yeah.
they just put a Faraday cage like around the room. So then basically you wouldn't have Wi-Fi. Like your Wi-Fi would be turned off.
Yeah, dude, that would be
Like of your
fucked.
brain. Like your brain
Dude, that's
Wi-Fi would be
fucked.
turned off.
Like, if you because that could you could literally control my brain. Like, you could
Yeah.
legit just input shit in there and be like, "Okay, this is what the world is like." And
Yeah.
that's, like, your brain you're like, "Okay, cool." Like, that's what you just
Yeah, dude,
digest.
think everyone is the internet, dude. Everyone
Yeah.
knows everything.
Yeah.
Like you could decide what you actually know, but
Yeah.
like theoretically anyone can know everything at because they are the internet, dude. You'd become the internet. That's crazy, dude.
That's
Like,
fucked. That's not just dude, that's straight up
because you
fucked.
wouldn't not know anything, right? Like you could literally like be like, oh, how do I cook like
Yeah.
butter chicken, right? Or like
Yeah.
freaking paneer or some shit, right?
Yeah, you just
And
make it.
literally just have that question in your head. It'll answer it for you and teach you how to freaking cook it, dude.
Fuck.
Not only that, you could watch a video of someone doing it, right? Like here, and you
Yeah,
could be doing it right
yeah,
here,
legit,
and you're just following along.
legit.
Oh yeah, this is legit, and no one even sees that.
Straight
Only
up.
you see that.
Straight up.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Dude, you could, like, legit you could finesse a shit out of some stuff. You could be like, "Oh, yeah,
yeah,
dude, I 100% know how to do this shit."
dude. I think so I can't remember what movie it was, but what they did was they'd have these like education like scenes or whatever. So it's like 5 hours of like educational content, and you
Mhm.
just sit there and just absorb it into your head, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like you just absorb it. So then everyone like is educated to some level or whatever, right? So you're just
Mhm.
absorbing information.
Mhm.
And imagine like your brain doesn't even need to actually like know it or understand it because you have a computer in there. So the computer just knows everything. So
Yeah.
then like anything you do, the computer can also just
Facts.
answer the question for you.
Dude, you know, legit,
Isn't
everyone's
that
gonna have,
crazy?
photographic memory.
Yeah, no, dude, you'll be able to take mental pictures.
Like,
You
dude,
just blink, say you
yeah,
twice,
you just
blink
screenshot.
twice, take a picture, boom.
Yeah, there's a
And now that's in
screenshot.
there. And then whenever you need to see it, it's like looking at a memory in
Yeah,
your
you just
head.
scroll
Like
through photos real
that's
quick.
crazy, dude.
Like, that's fucked. Like, dude, no, you would think about, like, what
Yeah.
if I could just airdrop shit to your brain? Like, you'd be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
that's how
what
it's gonna
happened the other
work.
day?" I could just
That's how it's gonna
airdrop it to
work.
you. Like, that's fucked.
Dude, and not only that, we could maybe have these 3D AR spaces, right?
Yeah.
Where I like pull it out of my brain, or like say I have my AR space, right?
Yeah.
And then so now there's like a public AR space, which is like maybe my house, right? So now I can pull it out of here, like it's like a Google Drive. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
Yeah.
I pull it out of
Just
my AR
transfer
space and
shit.
throw it into the public one, and now you can see
Oh,
it
man.
too, right? But
Yeah.
it's literally like here. It's like
Yeah.
in front of like the couch or something. Like so, I'm like, oh yeah, look at this. Like I put it in front of the couch, and you can just look at it right there,
Yeah.
like in real
Oh,
life, but
yeah.
like it's AR. You know what I'm
Yeah, like,
saying?
you can make it,
That'd be
like, visible.
crazy.
You can
Yeah,
basically turn visibility on and
dude.
off.
And think about movies, right? So now I could watch a movie anywhere,
Yeah. Mhm.
anytime, like, and I wouldn't need like a freaking like you don't need
Display.
a TV, you don't need a
Yeah,
projector,
I
you
need a
don't need
display.
anything. Yeah,
Dude, see, dude, I
that
feel like
that that
sometimes that's
that type of future is
yeah,
insane. Like I
yeah,
don't think we can
that's
even comprehend all the like intricacies of it. You know,
yeah, nah,
like we're
facts.
just guessing on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
Like we're
Yeah,
just
I
like,
mean,
oh
a
yeah,
lot
this
of
is
it.
probably going to be possible, but it's probably
Yeah,
going to be crazier than even what we think.
yeah, no, facts. Dude, yeah, no, that shit, like, because I feel like to an extent that shit that's fucked, right? Because you're a
Yeah,
robot at a certain point,
you're a
but then
robot.
it's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
bro,
Also, I'm curious, like, what do you become like as a human being? Like,
yeah. No, like, what's your
are you
personality
like,
then?
can you develop a personality at that
Yeah,
point?
legit, like,
Like,
what's
do
your
you like
personality?
that's a real question. Like, that's a genuine
Yeah,
question. Like,
yeah.
are personalities still developed, or since everyone knows
Just no
everything,
shit. Yeah, facts. Yo, yeah,
then like,
no,
yeah, like,
yeah,
who do you become if once you know
exactly,
everything? It's crazy,
exactly.
dude. It's
Yeah.
like, also like the exceptional will be like, I feel like it will be limited. Like, if you're an
Mhm,
exceptional person,
mhm.
that it's almost like limiting
Yeah,
your exceptionality compared to
yeah.
everyone else, because everyone else is brought up to this baseline, which is like
Mhm.
so high, right? It's crazy high, right?
Yeah,
And so
facts.
now, what does human cognition even bring to the table once you're that in,
Dude,
once you're like,
dude, like,
you
think
know what I'm
about,
saying?
like, dude, even, like, I'm just thinking about, like, high school on a basic level,
Yeah.
like, us just roasting each other.
Well,
Dude,
now you don't even
like,
need school, right? So now
yeah,
everyone can get
bro, that's
educated
facts.
directly in
Yeah,
their brain, right? So
facts,
now,
facts.
so say I want to be an engineer. Now my entire life I can just literally watch
Google
these
it.
videos
Yeah,
and just do this, like, oh, now I just learned how to become an engineer and get here, right?
yeah,
Or dude, maybe it's this, right? They'll have some preloaded knowledge of what being an engineer is, like some preloaded, like, yo,
dude.
this is all the knowledge you have
Yeah,
to be an
no, it's
engineer,
probably
right?
not even.
They
It's
isolate that,
yeah,
right?
facts.
And now you can upload it to your brain. And
Mhm.
they do that when you're like fucking 10 years old. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
no, I feel like there's gonna be like a. I think there would still technically be a thing of school just for like social
Yeah.
skills, but it'll be
Mhm.
like a like just this is just some preloaded shit. You just put it in your brain for
Yeah,
like a
you just
3-year
throw
old.
it in your brain, dude. I
Yeah,
don't think you even need to learn anymore, because
yeah,
what it'll do is it'll like throw it at your brain, right? And maybe like your brain's actually like having to learn some shit, but you don't
yeah,
even need to think about learning because it's
yeah.
already doing it for
It's
you.
just
You know what I'm
loading.
saying?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
loading in.
exactly. It's just
Like,
loading it into your brain.
bro,
Exactly.
that's crazy.
And it's
I
just
think
creating these your neural
yeah,
pathways. You know, so
yeah,
like, so with like your neural pathways, like that's how you connect facts and that's how you solve problems
mhm,
and shit like that,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
So maybe it like creates those neural pathways like for you and like
Yeah,
reinforces those for you.
yeah, dude, that's
Isn't
fucked.
that's
That's fucked.
crazy, dude?
I
Think
feel
about that.
like school and shit, that would just be like to learn
It wouldn't
social
be anything.
things.
I don't think you wouldn't even go to school. You'd be at
Oh,
home.
you think you even like social skills and stuff, that would just be preloaded?
Maybe social skills would be something, right? Maybe you're going 1 or 2 hours a day somewhere to meet people, right? Or something,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah,
just understanding how people work, right?
bro.
But maybe going for school, like actual school, is like
Oh, yeah,
every
that's
day,
gonna be
like,
obsolete.
so
You're not gonna need that.
every year you just learn like a new set of knowledge, or you
Yeah.
load in a new
Yeah,
set of
it just
knowledge into your
loads in.
brain,
Yeah, yeah,
right? And it
facts.
just loads in, and you just do it every year versus
Yeah.
everything at once, right?
You
So
know, like,
every year you have
traditional
like a
school's gonna
new
be
knowledge
for
base
sure obsolete.
loaded in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine when babies are born, they just load in how to walk.
Yeah,
They don't even
that
crawl anymore,
that's
dude.
nah, dude, that's fucked. That's so fucked. Yo.
Yo, they just skip a level. They just skip how to crawl,
Bro,
like how to
nah,
walk. Like
that's
you just get to how to
crazy.
walk.
That's
Think about that.
actually nuts.
Like right when the baby, like, so you know how there's babies that just take longer to walk, even though they have
Yeah.
like the muscles and everything to walk.
Yeah, yeah.
Like imagine, so like you just wait for the baby to develop enough where like, okay, everyone should walk around like 8 months or 12 months or something, right? So
Mhm.
like a year or something like that, right? Every baby
Wait,
at a
is
year
it a
old
year?
needs to walk, right?
Isn't it like 2?
I don't know when the fuck they walk,
Oh,
dude. I don't
okay, yeah,
know,
yeah, let's
dude.
just say a year. Oh,
But
yeah.
say it's a year, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, so maybe the US makes this a law, right? They're like, yo, at a
Yo,
year, every
you're programming a baby to
yeah.
walk. It's like, yo,
Yo, and then they just load it into their baby chip, dude. Like,
yo, yo. It's like you're 2, the baby's like working a whole ass job. You just
yo,
have it implanted into
dude,
him.
imagine like you could freaking speed up so many processes, right? Like, so now you don't really even need to go to college or anything, right?
Yeah. No,
So
legit.
now, like, you could maybe start working like a actual real job at like 15 now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
where
Facts.
your brain
Facts.
is enough to solve problems, but you already learned everything you need to know by
Yeah.
15. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like and you can jam pack information too now, because all it is loading it into your head,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Facts.
So now you could jam pack that information in like the first 15 years of your life. And so now 15 and beyond, boom, now we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's
Wouldn't that be
crazy.
crazy?
That's
That's literally
crazy.
crazy. And
Dude,
you could decide like paths on like people's lives like super early on. Like you just tailor make all the information that you give to people, right?
mm,
So you could tailor like, oh yeah, so you know how like basically like up to high school, it's all like the curriculum's all decided, and then in college you kind of decide what you want to do, right? Like you
yeah, yeah.
choose your major, right? So maybe now the choosing of like your path is like earlier. Maybe that choosing of your path is at 15 now. So now like it's
Dang.
basically accelerated by like, dude, maybe it's even earlier. Maybe it's even 12.
Like
So you're even
12,
12 years
13.
old, freaking
Yeah.
12 years old, right? So they just teach you everything you need up to high school by the time you're 12, right? They just load it into your head. Boom, you know everything up to high school, right? And
Yeah.
now you can like just decide your major after that. Boom. So now I want to
Yeah,
become a
dude.
computer engineer. Let me learn this entire freaking college curriculum in like a day, real quick.
Yeah, it just
You know what
loaded
I'm
in real
saying?
quick. Yeah.
That's
But
crazy to think
do you know
about.
what would also be ridiculous? It's like, okay, so say like, yeah, I want to be a computer engineer, load
Yeah.
that shit in, but then you're like, yo, I actually don't fuck with this at all. So you just load in like
You could
lawyer.
remove it.
Yeah,
You
you just like delete that information and be like, hey, lawyer.
yo, what you could keep some of it though. You could be like, yo, I want to stay legit at coding,
Yeah.
but I want to like have like a business mind or some shit. So then you
Yeah,
take out
facts.
like all the unnecessary shit, and then you just put
Yeah.
in the business shit in there too.
Dude, that's
You
actually
could
nuts.
combine a bunch of different
Legit
knowledges.
making a
Yeah.
fucking human robot. That's legit a
Yeah,
robot at that point.
exactly. You could combine a different knowledge bases
Bruh.
together.
Yeah, dude,
Dude, there'd
that's a
probably
full
be
life
like some
robot.
hacks you could do, like, and
You
hack
hack
your
your
brain.
brain,
Yeah, you could
just
hack your
torrent
brain
your
and like
brain.
increase your, yeah, maybe that's like a hack, like another level hack. Like you hack some shit and then you add more info. So then you're better
Yeah.
than other people. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? Yo,
that's
that's
fucked.
crazy.
That's fucked, dude. That's fucked.
And then rich people will just have like more powerful computers in their head, and
Yeah,
then
just a
they'll stay rich.
supercomputer.
Yeah, and they'll
Yeah,
just
just
stay rich.
supercomputer.
Dude, that's how the whole world will work, dude. Like
Facts.
it'll
Facts.
it'll remain like classist, dude, basically, because
Yeah.
like the rich will stay rich because they just have better computers in their head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
no, legit,
simple as
legit.
that.
Yo,
Dude, but
that's
that's
actually
so apt. Think about
that's
that,
so
Ish.
fucked.
Like
That's so oh my, oh my god. Yo, what the fuck is this episode, dude? Yo, just talking about just random
yeah.
shit. Yo, there's zero cohesion.
Yo, because that's what they say, right? So all technology trickles down, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's literally like the rich people always get shit first. Like even if it's
facts.
like medical technology, dude. Even think about like medication right now.
Vaccines, yeah, just think about vaccines.
Yeah, vaccines, right? So like literally any medication or anything, like you can see the pricing on it. So
Mhm.
obviously a rich person with that like illness can purchase that shit versus
Yeah,
someone else. They're just
100%.
gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
straight up.
Yeah,
So then now, dude, that already shows like a separation right there. That's like the most basic level. Like you can't even afford like the drugs to keep you alive. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's
facts.
like that's like just a fundamental level. Then imagine like if you have a freaking computer in your head, that's already
Dude,
gonna freaking separate society, dude. That's crazy.
yeah,
I
no,
can't
that's
even
nuts.
imagine that kind of shit.
That's actually nuts.
Dude, that's craziness.
Dude, what's crazy too is like theoretically everyone's a doctor now. Like everyone could be like, "Hey, I have a cold. I'm gonna just take this shit because I already
Yeah,
know
dude. I think
what to
at that
take."
point, like being like a doctor or some shit, like it wouldn't even matter. Like you don't even
Yeah.
need doctors. You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
mean,
Like
like I
you
think
could
like it
have,
would just be
so
like
what it
a
could be is that like some people could like specialize in that knowledge or some shit,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. That's what it
But
is.
like it's all remote. Like they could
Yeah.
just like see everything in your body, right? And you just send them information. You're like, oh, I'm not feeling well. Send your internal, all your internals to them,
Bio
right?
data.
And now they can literally just see everything in your body, what's going on,
Yeah, facts.
and be like, oh, you got this thing, right? And then send it back to you. And then it'll also have like, oh, these are all the things you need to do. And this is the medication you need to do, you need to
Yeah.
take or some shit. Right. And then boom, like that happens in like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Versus
legit.
now you need to schedule an appointment and all
Legit.
this shit, right?
Dude, what if,
It
like,
would
you could
happen
just
automated.
control the person's, like, body? So you're just, like, performing surgery on yourself.
Yeah, that would be crazy, right?
Well,
Where
like, the act
where
like,
you have
I'm
like a
asleep, but, like,
yeah,
you could just control my body and be like, "Oh, but
mhm,
just surgery over here real quick."
yeah.
Just do that. That's nuts. Like, I'm thinking, like, dude, the ability to just hack someone at that point,
Dude, the future is
you
so
could literally
effed if you think
control
about it.
people.
Yeah,
You
it's so
can
fucked. Dude,
genuinely control
and we
people.
didn't even get into like the VR worlds. Like I think we talked about that. We were talking about this on the live a little bit, right? We
Yeah,
touched it a little bit on the live,
yeah,
but I wanted to talk about it more. Where we're like, so imagine this, right? So we're in real life where we got a job and shit, right? And we got to work and whatever, right? And then
mhm,
imagine you could go into this VR world where you're a
yeah,
fucking superhero. You're like
exactly.
fucking Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, you have all the power
And
in the world.
you can like freaking you can walk on buildings, you can like fucking you can't die, right? You can jump off
Mhm.
buildings and then you'll just respawn somewhere, right? And then imagine you like create like a family, like a VR family
Yeah,
real quick.
yeah. It's like
And
your
then like
fantasy
you're
world.
freaking yeah, so you're freaking living in a house like next to a beach in
Yeah.
this VR world, right? Dude, would you ever want to leave that shit?
Yeah, no, exactly,
Think
like,
about
dude,
that.
yeah.
Dude,
Like,
it'd
dude,
be better
especially,
than real
like,
life.
yeah. Like, if you're, like, broke in real life, but
Yeah.
then in the game, you're, like, a
Dude,
billionaire, like, what?
even if you're successful in real life, you can be more successful in the
Yeah,
game, dude.
facts. Yeah,
That's
no,
what's the crazy
yeah.
part, right?
'Cause, like,
So
yeah,
it
no,
doesn't matter
yeah,
even how successful you are in real life. You could
true,
easily just go to a world where you're more successful and just chill
exactly.
there. You know what I'm
No, and
saying?
it's like, dude, even if, like, say you're, like, the richest person in real life, now if you
Yeah.
go to the fantasy world, you're immortal. Like, you can't
Mhm.
die if it's a fantasy world, you just respawn.
Yeah,
So it's like you're
exactly.
already, like, the richest person, but now you have even
And
more
dude,
control.
imagine this, like, so say it's like even like a free world where everyone can get whatever power they want and just do whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Right? Or
yeah,
you have like your own personal sandboxes where
mhm,
you can just put together whatever life you want, like My Sims, right? You
mhm,
basically My Sim yourself, right? Where you
yeah,
literally can just get whatever you want, whenever you want, and just chill
facts,
there. You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Yo, that's yo,
Versus like or you could have like another model where real life is just happening over there, but like it's gamified where like you can literally just play a game and you get like achievement
points.
shit
Yeah,
and
you just
like
get
points
yeah,
and so then you become more successful than you are in actual life. You know what I'm saying?
dude, facts,
So,
yeah.
dude, you would not want to leave, dude.
Yeah, no,
That'd be
100%,
crazy. I can't even imagine that kind of thing.
100%. Yeah, dude, that shit's
I think the
crazy.
coolest shit would be is like you'd literally do whatever and
Yeah,
you feel everything and like have fun and shit, but like nothing could happen to you. So then it'd be
yeah.
even more lit.
Do you
Like,
know, like, think about how we talked about how social media is a drug. That's
yeah.
probably the craziest drug because it's like you're seeing like fantasy life, you're seeing everyone happy, blah
Mhm.
blah. But then you're also in it. So why the fuck would you even leave? There's
Yeah,
no point in
no.
leaving the game. You just stay there.
Mhm.
Which again, also very fucked.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah,
And I think that's coming soon, dude. I think that's gonna come in our lifetime, like that kind
really?
of VR.
Yeah,
I think so.
dude,
I
that's
think it's like
nuts.
it's reasonable to do within like how old are we? We're 23. I think it's
Yeah.
reasonable to do in like 60 years. Say like we're
Yeah,
80.
so yeah, no, that makes sense by the time we're 80.
Yeah.
I could totally
That's a
see
long
that.
time, dude. Think about in the last 20 years, like literally in our lifetime, the internet became extremely prolific,
Mhm.
right? Basically in
Dude,
our
the
lifetime, right?
iPhone, like, the iPhone
Yeah.
came out in '08.
And even the iPhone, yeah, and the iPhone came out in the yeah, exactly the past 15 years, right?
Yeah,
So it's like in 15 years we're seeing like this crazy evolution, right? Of just internet and all this shit. I can imagine what happens in the next 20 years,
Mhm.
nor I can't imagine what happens in 60 years. That's crazy
Yeah,
to
no,
think about what's
facts.
gonna happen in 60 years. So
Facts. Dude, we about to be chilling on
there's
Mars
gonna
real
be some
quick.
prolific shit going down, dude.
We're about to be chilling on Mars, just booling,
That's crazy. Dude,
booling
the
on Mars
future
real
is
quick.
insane, dude. We could talk about the future forever. We could talk about every aspect of the future.
Yeah.
That's for sure gonna be, because it's not even a matter of like, are we gonna be able to? It's when are we gonna be able to
Mhm.
do this shit?
Yeah. No,
That's the real
legit.
question,
Legit.
because
You
it's
know.
just bound to happen.
But yeah, that's fucking nuts. Dude, did you see what's her name? Northwest, her painting?
Oh yeah, dude. Apparently that shit's real.
Yeah,
Hey,
apparently
did
she
you see
actually
that
did it.
video on that? So apparently there's like this like one art school that she goes to.
They
And
do it.
there was these like two white girls on TikTok that freaking made a TikTok and were like, yo, we made these when we were kids too. Like she went to the same art school that we did or whatever.
Oh,
So I was
dang.
like, yo, that's crazy. What kind of art are they teaching those? Because that looked insane.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
that
like,
looked
what the
like I was
hell?
like, damn, like that's
Yeah, so they must be
crazy,
doing some crazy shit at that art school. That's all I
dude.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no. That and I mean, she is Kanye's daughter. I'm sure
yeah.
some
No, I'm
level of
sure they're
talent.
paying like
Yeah.
freaking 50K a class for her to
Dude, it's
go
not
there or
even
some
that. I
shit.
feel like natural, just talent. You have to have
Yeah,
magic.
I'm not sure, like,
Sense.
because those random girls were also able to do it, but I'm sure like there's it's just some expensive ass
Oh,
class
true.
that's actually
True.
teaches you like some legit shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Facts.
That's my guess. Well, yeah, I'm
Facts.
sure that North has like some, creative genius to her, but I
Yeah.
don't think that applies to her when she's like fucking like 6 years old or some
Yeah.
shit.
True.
So,
True.
or 5 years old, however
True.
old she is.
Yeah,
But
dude. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, yo, I feel like your true talent only comes through pain. I think you have to go through some shit and be like, oh, this
no,
is what
dude,
I'm
yeah,
good at.
there has to be some reason for you to get to that true talent, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Like
You're not
there's
just gonna get there, right?
yeah.
So there's talent, right? Like there's like what talent is like your natural ability, and then you have like potential, right? So how do you reach your
Yeah.
full? But you got to like actually have a reason.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
just gonna go. You're not just gonna
Exactly.
level up for no reason,
Yeah,
right?
no, straight up. Straight up. Facts,
Yeah, you gotta
bitch.
grind. Yeah, you gotta grind either way. Either way, it's a grind.
Yeah. Get on that.
Even if you're so legit, you gotta grind at least a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Dude.
Let's talk 80s injury. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Let's end
I
on
mean,
this
he
topic,
said
even though it's kind
he's
of sad, but
yeah, I mean, he said he's not gonna be back till after All-Star break.
yeah, he's gonna be out for like a month or some shit.
Yeah, and also I
Yeah,
feel like Lakers at the right now. Also, AD wasn't like going crazy, so it's like I don't think they
yeah,
would
he
miss
was
him
just
that
playing
much.
decent. I think
Yeah.
this might have just been the whole issue, the whole season is what it might have been. Is like his Achilles was low key hurting this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically something wasn't right this whole time, which
Yeah.
led to this. Is my guess,
Yeah. No, 100%.
right?
I think.
Maybe it was his
Yeah.
other leg or something.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Facts.
something was tweaked in his other leg that
Facts.
led to him overusing his Achilles on the other side, like some shit like that.
Facts.
So that's like why he
Yeah.
wasn't playing well this whole time.
Yeah. I think Loki, if that's the case, this is probably a blessing in disguise
Yeah.
because it's
So
like you
hopefully he
come
just
back.
gets a month
Yeah.
off and just
Exactly. Just
recovers.
recover.
Yeah.
So then by the time playoffs come, you're straight. You're good to go. It's lit.
Dude, like I was telling you, I was like, I don't think they should have played him anyway. They're
Yeah.
pulling
No.
like what happened
Yeah.
with KD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like that you don't want to play with that shit because then like you're just basically out of contention, right?
Yeah.
Like
Facts.
if 80 actually goes out with an Achilles tear, right? Like
Yeah.
that's just aft. So
You
I
know.
think you want to take maximum time. Whatever 80 needs, like you just give it to him, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I would say like even if you don't want to bring him back to like first round of
Yeah.
playoffs, I feel like that's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah,
Because like
exactly.
first round, even if he's rusty, he'll get over it.
I
Like
think they'll bring him before the playoffs for sure though.
yeah,
I
I
think like
think
at least
yeah,
it'll at least be a month before the playoffs. That's my
yeah,
guess.
yeah. I feel like that's what's probably gonna end up happening. But
Yeah.
if he were to be like, hey, I'm gonna just chill,
Yeah, no, I mean
I would go
if
for
he
that.
wants to chill, you should chill because that thing is like once you F it up, it's gone, dude. You're
Yeah,
effed. You're
legit,
literally effed at that point. So
legit,
it's like it's really important for him to stay healthy, honestly.
legit.
You know, dude. Then the Lakers dynasty's F, dude. The whole
Yeah.
reason is that you need AD to carry the rest of the way.
Exactly.
But if he's out like from the beginning, there's no dynasty that's gonna come real quick.
Legit.
So
legit.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with AD. LeBron's honestly been carrying this whole time, so I think.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like LeBron's like he's legit carrying. So he's I don't know if it.
He just the thing is he's not even carrying that hard. Like, you know, he's been going off like those overtimes. He was trying pretty hard, I think, but like he's not even going that ham.
You know,
honestly.
overall he's just coasting. I think
exactly.
They're just coasting, but
LeBron's like he's not actually going that hard. Like it's like 1/4 of his playoff intensity.
No, 100%, 100%. Because I think if they were, I think that's why a lot of games are still close. Because if they were like full steam, then they would have been blowing out every single team. Like right now, they're just coasting. I feel like. But yeah, I think but hopefully by the time playoffs roll around, they'll be straight. It will be straight up.
Last thing, LeMelo's going off real quick.
Yeah,
dude, I was actually wrong about LeMelo. We're on this podcast. You guys are probably listening, dude. I was saying that LeMelo wasn't better than Lonzo, but in like this fucking 10 more games, dude, he's gone off. He's already beyond. He's beyond Lonzo now. Actually, his defense isn't better than Lonzo's, but like
everything else,
his offense is like double Lonzo's, in my opinion.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like he is actually
like Lonzo's like his peak. I think Lonzo's peak would be like an 18-point score peak. I think.
Yeah.
But LaMelo's, I think his peak can be a 30-point score.
Oh, easy. So like he's actually really good. Like I was telling you, like I was like, yo, nah, this guy's nice. Like
so I was like, dude, because obviously it's like his like first like 20 games or whatever, he was getting adjusted. So that's why I was like, oh no, like he seems like pretty good so far, but like I didn't expect him to freaking score. He's already scoring 20 points a game.
Yeah, legit.
Like 21 points a game, dude. He's going off right now. It's literally crazy. So
crazy.
So now I'm like, all right, now he's better. I was like, I did not expect him to have this streak like this. That's why.
Facts.
I was like, damn.
Facts. Yeah, nah, dude.
Yeah.
He's crazy. Also, we're not calling him Melo. Melo will always be Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, facts. So all these mofos out here on TikTok are like, yo, Melo. Nah, dude, Melo is Carmelo, dude.
Exactly.
Carmelo
if you say Melo around me, I 100% think you're talking about Carmelo Anthony.
Dude, what do you think a hezzy Melo is, dude? Yeah. What do you think that comes from?
Hoodie Melo.
Literally, that word, it was invented because of freaking Melo, dude.
Yeah,
there's only Melo, dude.
There's only one Melo.
The freaking pull up 2-pointer real quick.
Dude, this is probably the best celebration. One of the better celebrations.
Yeah, your ass always does that shit.
Dude, because it's lit. It's lit. Especially when he did it in New York. He would hit it, just walk back, and do like the little like shuffle. What the fuck? That was sick. It was sick. But yeah, dude, man. I think that's it for episode 90. I'm low-key dead now. I just like randomly as we're wrapping up, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm actually dead too. That literally, like we were talking, I was like, yo, I'm kind of dead now. I kind of don't want to do anything. I'm just gonna film my TikTok and knock out.
Facts, straight up. But yeah, man. Episode 90, bro. That's a wrap.
90, yeah. At 100, we're gonna do some crazy shit. Be ready for that.
Exactly. At 100, expect some a lit ass episode for episode 100. But for this, talk some DMT. We talked.
Yo, we talked some crazy shit. This was a wild episode, honestly. I love this shit.
Yeah, this was crazy. This was a crazy ass episode. But yeah, man, be sure to follow me in Parse on all our socials linked below. If you're on audio, be sure to follow, give us 5 stars, all that good stuff. Share it, as always. Share it on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe.
Let me plug. I'm gonna be dropping another podcast, like for my own podcast shit. So check that out. We'll link it once it's coming out. We'll probably link it at the next pod, not this pod. But the next.
Yeah. So definitely be on the lookout for that on Thursdays. Be sure to come through Thursday Night Live. And man, with that, we out of here.
Peace.
Peace.